Hello, this is me again. Hey, check this out. I want to talk about something that's been always dear to my heart. Me and my boys talk about this all the time. And it's about black men, black women. How we deal with each other. What is the state of our relationship? I'm a single man with no children. I've never been married. And I'm 34 years old. Instead of that being a typical thing, I'm atypical within my community because I chose to be more careful. I've chosen to be more selective in the people I sleep with, and I've also chosen to be careful about the people I choose to spend my time with. I don't just jump into bed with anybody who has a big booty and big breasts. I don't just jump into a relationship with somebody who shows me any kindness. I'm a little more concerned about the future and how this person will be a partner to me. So I'm very selective in the people who I would like to do. Now, don't get me wrong, I've made some pretty bad mistakes, as my friends and family can attest. And we all have made mistakes. So don't think this is going to be a rant about single mothers and how they are stupid or something like that. No, my mother's a single mother. She raised 2 boys on her own, and I have nothing but love and respect for the single mom. I got more love, to be honest, for the single pop, the guy who got to take care of his kids on his own, you know, who stepped up to the plate and took responsibility for his children. So, you know, I got love for that brother. But me personally, I've never really wanted to go that route and just pretty much just let my nuts hang and go anywhere and do anything and spread my seed with anybody. I hope to be married before I have my kids, and the way my dating life is going right now, probably won't happen anytime soon, but you never know. I mean, look, we might have a black president. Never thought I'd see that in my lifetime, so I could get married. Go figure. But my main concern about us as black people and how we interact, that nucleus, because people don't understand, that nucleus of the black community is that relationship between black men and black women, how we interact with each other. If that nucleus breaks down, then the cell, it's sort of like an analogy to the human body. The nucleus makes the cell makes the tissue makes the organs make systems, and systems make up our body. And if any of those intricate parts are messed up or ill, then things break down. And we are breaking down in the black family at the most nuclear of levels, which is that relationship between the black man and the black woman, and how we treat each other and how we define ourselves. I mean, black men can take the life of another black man no problem. And you know, black women can look at another black woman and tear her down with just a look. It boils down to some institutional racist ideology that has been passed down from slavery on to us in our day and age, because we have had this messed up version, this messed up vision, of what we see ourselves as. This self-hate. Black men kill other black men easily because we hate ourselves. Mentally and emotionally and spiritually, we are a very unstable people. Even though we have more people go to church than any other group in this country, we still are very spiritually inept. We don't know how to mentally and emotionally grow together. Oh, we got the sex down packed, but we don't know how to become partners in life versus partners in carnal lust. And that's where that breakdown comes in. We don't know how to treat and love each other. We don't know what to do with one another. It's like it's against the law for a black man and a black woman to be friends and court one another and get to know one another. We're so quick to want to jump into bed and because some dude can ride a motorcycle or he got the flyest clothes, he got the greatest swag, you forget about the fundamental things, especially you women with children. You don't bring just any old sucker around your children. You got to be smarter than that. You got to be more selective in the people that you choose to spend your time with. But yet you get suckered by swag and what you see on the videos. Men ain't dumb. They know how to get you in the bed. They know the right things to say, the right things to wear, and the right things to drive. And you sisters, women in general, fall for it time and time again. I don't understand why you do that, but you do. You fall for it. And don't lie, you know you do. I'm talking to you. You always fall for it. My thing is that we have to come to some kind of consensus. We have to understand that both sides have problems. But both sides must address their problems separately before we can bring the two halves together to make a whole. I'm not the greatest human being in the world. I've made mistakes. I've done things wrong. I've said things wrong. There's things in my relationships that I wish I can go back and change. But, you know, every experience made me better for the person who I'm supposed to be with. Black women, I hear you complain all the time about there not being any good black men. I know plenty of them. Plenty of them. But the thing is, they're not the most flashy guys. They don't drive the flashy cars or wear the flashy clothes, and they don't have that swag that somebody like Nas or Jay-Z have in a video. Because they're just regular Joe Schmo dudes who just want to go to work and be happy. Yeah, maybe they like anime. Maybe they like sci-fi like myself. Maybe they're not big sports guys. Maybe they like to play music. Maybe they like to read poetry or go to poetry readings. Maybe they're not the most muscular guys in the world. But they're sweet and they care and they give you 150%. But you so into Junebug, Ray Ray, and little T-Bone that you pass up on some guy like a Jason, George, or Johnny. That is the black woman. You control this. You don't understand. You really do have the power to Poo-Tang. You control that, which controls the world. And you don't get it. You don't understand your true potential. And that's what I was talking about by dealing with yourselves. The two halves dealing with those problems before we can make a whole. Black women have to deal with their certain self-esteem issues. You know, you can have the flyest black woman, pretty hair, and it's not necessarily straight hair. We're talking kinky hair, whatever you want to talk. Beautiful brown skin, black skin, light skin. Women come in all shapes and sizes that can be very beautiful. But they still have this underlying self-esteem issue that is killing us. And until you can raise that up and be more independent and confident, and I'm not talking just about singing some stupid song by Webby at the club while you're shaking your ass. I'm talking about truly be independent, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually independent, as well as financially independent. That is the only way you're going to have that self-esteem to be able to distinguish between a knucklehead jerk and a real man. That's the only way. Now, I don't know how you're going to do it. I don't know how we're going to do it. But we're going to have to do it. I got my own ideas on how that's supposed to work. And in the coming weeks, I'll give them to you. Coming back at you. This is Will, the greatest political mind you'll never know. Peace.